Okay, so they're in order from 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. They're in order from smallest brush to largest, and then you can look at their heads. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. You see most hairs are where they should be. This is a really good view of how the brushes look. Okay, and so you've got caps for the brushes. It says the name brand of the company, Saviland, and then it says the number of the brush right there as well. And then you got your glitter on all 7 brushes. Ooh, wee. Honey, please. I'm loving it. Okay, and so if you turn it over, so these are the brushes, honey. I waited on them. They came before Christmas. I guess they're my Christmas present. Since I'm an adult, I don't really get too many Christmas presents. We usually have to give the Christmas presents to the kiddies, right? Okay, so wow. Don't you think they're so gorgeous? And so I can put the lids back on all of them and put them back in this case that you don't have to use. I'm pretty sure they thought that we would disregard this case. But honey, I'm going to put them all back in both cases. I'm going to put the lid on it and I'm going to put it back in that case. All right. Well, ladies, gentlemen, whoever choose to watch this video, if you're worrying about these acrylic brushes, honey, because that's what I'm talking about in my world. Yes, I'll tell you what it's like when I go to use them as well, because I haven't used them. I have other brushes from another company, but they just don't look like that. Hold on, let me get them. Okay, and so you have to put them in hot water before you use them. I don't have to use them right now. I'm working on another set at the moment. Let me see here, show you my other brush that I had. So the other brush that I have that I've been using is these brushes. So I've been using this. It's got acrylic and stuff on there. And the brush isn't bad. I'm pretty sure it's the same. Let me feel it. I'm feeling the difference between these brushes. So look at this. This is the brush used. It's used. I'm trying to wait for the camera to zoom in or zoom out because it be having problems. The camera be having problems. Okay. So this is the kind of brush that I've been working with. I got 2 of these. You hear it? It's actually not a bad brush, except for, let me get the other one. Honey, bear with me. I think I popped off a nail. I'm digging through a whole bunch of stuff. I got a lot of products. Okay, so this brush right here. This brush comes in the acrylic kit company called Moravan or Moravan. I don't know how you pronounce it. Excuse me if I'm not pronouncing the name of these companies right, okay? I don't work at these companies, so I might not be saying it right. I've not been around anybody who knows anything about these companies. Okay, so these are the brushes that I've had, right? And so they've been used. And I just thought it was time for me to get bigger and smaller, better brushes. The problem with one of these brushes is whenever it's wet, the brush will slide into this tube. Excuse me, you see the nails coming off. I told you, honey, 5 to 6. It's time for me to do another set. It's not a problem. It's 5 to 6 weeks is all the little press-on nail can pretty much handle. And so, anyways, back to the brushes. So the brush can only last like 5. Hold on right here. Let me switch hands. The problem that I've had with these brushes is not the fact that it can't lay down acrylic. It's the brush head itself will either go deep inside this tube or stretch out so far so the brush doesn't stay in place. So I had to pick a different brush. These are size 10s of the brush that I had before. And so let me see here, because stay with me. Okay, so here's a size 10 from another company, right? So these are both 10s. The brushes to the left are Morvan, and the brush to the right is called Saviland, okay? That's the new brush that I just spent some money on. So these are the differences between the brushes. Both of the brushes are really long. I've seen some people have like short brushes, but the brush is really long. But you can tell that Morvan's brushes are longer than Saviland's, which is all right with me. I didn't, it doesn't have to be so long. So the brush from Morvan isn't extremely terrible, but when you're trying to apply your acrylic and the brush automatically comes out too far or gets sunk in, that's an issue. So with this company Morvan, these brushes that come in the kits, when only one brush works well and the other brush doesn't work well, because I've had multiple kits, that's an issue. And so the issue was big enough for me to actually purchase a brush set. So now that I've got these great brushes, I'm going to, I'm not going to throw these away. These brushes are still usable, but it's really frustrating when you're trying to build a nail. And when you build the nail, you can't really do what you need to do because you're worried about the brush. You have no control to do a design. You can't do a design with the brush popping in and popping out, okay? So once again, okay, I can talk a little bit, but it's just important for me to get it out because the brushes are really important. These are Saviland, honey. The gold versions, okay? I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. Yes, boo, yes. Do I think that you need to get them? Well, no, I don't think that you need to purchase the brushes. I just think you need to purchase your nail sets from me and let me customize them with these one-of-a-kind expensive brushes from Saviland, boo. That's what I think you need to do. Well, I'm not going to talk no more, okay? I've talked to you enough, and you do get the gist of it. So when I use the brushes, I guess I will come back and let you know, do I think these brushes are better than Morvan's brushes, okay? But I have to use them first to see. You got to soak them in hot water first before you use them. Don't forget that, okay? You get the best application if you read the directions. This ain't like the tattoos, okay? All right, well, I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Be blessed. Santa Claus is coming to town.